Welcome back to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as I'm getting back into the videos about the Edmonton Oilers. And, in my pre-game yesterday, I said special teams are going to be key. You know, this is going to be a rant video about a lot of things. I can't stress it enough. Some of it's about our players, some about these so-called fans that think they're armchair GMs, and it's really frustrating and funny at the same time. I had a good laugh this morning at 4 o'clock in the morning because this guy's just, telling this other guy that you go play for them in Oilers, you try and be the best. Anyway, let's get started. So, like I said at the start, the special teams was one of the keys to winning the game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. We did score a couple power play goals, but our penalty kill let us down. If it wasn't for our penalty kill last night, we could have won. There's some other things that would have worked in too. So power play wise, it seems to be coming around. As much as I don't like Darnell Nurse on the power play, having that left-handed shot really helped the Edmonton Oilers on their power play. They're familiar with it. Dry was actually starting to shoot a lot in his regular spot as he did last season, and that's what worked out for the Edmonton Oilers a lot. They had this threat of Clefbaum at the point, Nuge on the left-hand side, Dry on the right, and it worked for the Edmonton Oilers, and they tried to get away from that this year, and it didn't work. Finally, they figured it out. We got to go back to our old ways on the power play. Now, the penalty kill, stupid penalties. It was bound to happen, though. When Edmonton, I think, had 5 power plays to 1 or 4 to 1 last night, you knew the rest were going to try and make it even, and the Oilers still took those stupid penalties, especially the slashing penalty by Ethan Bear that arguably cost us the game, because he wasn't moving his feet and got a slash in. If you're the Edmonton Oilers and okay, the power plays are 3-1 in favor of us, 4-1, 5-1 in favor of us, you don't go slashing people because the refs are going to call every little thing to try and make it easy or fair on each team. And that's where the Oilers need to know, okay, let this guy get the pass off. Let's not get my stick in there. And, if Bear would have did that last night, no power play, on that play at least, Matthews at least wouldn't have scored to make it 4-3. And that would be ultimately the final score. Now, other than that, the slow first period and the penalties, the Oilers didn't really play that bad. That third line, I know a lot of people don't like Turris, but that third line last night with Neal, Turris, and Kassian was arguably our best 5-on-5 line. Neal was putting the puck on net from anywhere he could. There was a couple times it could have snuck in, but Anderson's just that good that, he recognized where the puck was. Now, Kassian's goal. That wouldn't have started without Turris making a great skate-to-stick play when he got the puck. And, of course, Kassian, I believe, did tip it on the pad, and then he put it over for the goal. And I have high praise for that line last night. They played a gritty game. They got pucks on net. It seemed like that line was the only line that could really sustain pressure for a long period of time. And, they did get a goal out of it. Congrats to them. And I believe Kassian's actually better on this third line than the first line. And that leads me to the next point, is everyone's calling for Puljujarvi to get off of Draisaitl's line, or off of McDavid's line, sorry. Especially these armchair GMs. And I know I'm sounding like one right now, but Puljujarvi's different. He's been snake bitten with the goal chances. One of the comments was, I believe, Puljujarvi wants the puck a lot, and that's affecting McDavid. Not really. The way the Toronto Maple Leafs played McDavid last night, You needed Puljujarvi and Nuge to hold the puck longer. You needed McDavid to be able to skate around, get open, look, get the pass shoot and whatnot, or create a play off of it. Having Puljujarvi on that line is way better than Kassian. Yes, you don't have the physical aspect, but you still have the big body. And Puljujarvi will learn to play with McDavid. He's not the same player from 2 years ago, where, you know, you also have to look at his line mates 2 years ago. It was Drake Caggiula and Milan Lucic. Where is that line going to get you anything? I'm sorry, but that's that. Now, like I said, this is a rant video. I'm going to rant about this couple more things, and that's it for today. As you know, it's really hard to be an Oilers fan with all these so-called Oilers fans saying, oh, fire the coach, fire the GM. You guys, that's not the problem. We can't get out of our own ways is the problem. We've been through coach after coach after coach after coach and GMs. We've been through so many coaches and GMs since 2006. It's not even funny anymore. It is not them. It's the players, the routine. We're stuck in, I believe, that mentality of the 1980s. You know, we have kind of gotten away from that over the last bit. You know, getting rid of Craig McTavish and all that helped. But also, the players need to step up. It's not, the GM can only do so much. The coach can only do so much with what the GM brings in. The problem is, a lot of people don't want to come and play in Edmonton. So I was reading a post yesterday or last night, and they were saying, what were they saying? Oh, Holland did a horrible job bringing in Tyson Barrie and Kyle Turris. And Slater Cuckoo has actually been pretty good for us. But, okay, think about it. Yes, you lost Oscar Klefbom, arguably our best defenseman. I know a lot of people have, he messes up a lot. But arguably, he was our best penalty killer defenseman last year. He played a lot of time on the power play, a lot of time on ice. It's hard to lose a guy like that and try and bring someone in to play those minutes and separate those minutes up. It's really hard. Losing our best defenseman is hard. So when Holland brought in Tyson Barrie, I thought it was a good idea. Just because it adds a veteran defenseman that, you know, can put up points if he gets on a roll. And bring in Kyle Turris. Well, a lot of fans are blaming Holland for that. But in reality, a lot of players don't want to play in Edmonton. A lot of players rather play in the US where it's warmer in most places. They don't want the minus 30, minus 40 temperatures that Edmonton has. And I've read a lot of reports that a lot of people don't want to come to Edmonton because of us fans. Because something doesn't go right and we're calling out the coaches, the GMs, the players. Everyone's calling out Koskinen and saying he's not a number one goalie. A lot of number one goalies win championships because of the team in front of them. Yes, they do make a nice save here and there. But, you know, look at, say, the Chicago Blackhawks or the Pittsburgh Penguins. They had a team in front of their goalies when they won. It isn't the coaches or the GMs. And you can't say Koskinen's not a number one. Is he a franchise number one starter like Vasilevsky? No. He's a starting goalie and that's it. He doesn't have the superstar rating that a lot of goalies or some goalies do. But that's like saying, okay, well, Koskinen's not a number one. Why is Colorado so good then? Colorado has Grubauer. He is not an all-star goalie at all. But they win because it's a team effort. and all that. It's not just the goalie. And that's why I don't like when people say, oh, Koskinen is Koskinen that. Yes, he's probably tired because 9 games in 16 days is really tiring. I've played goalie. I've played that much. It is tiring, especially with all the practices too. And, it's not Koskinen's fault. Mike Smith got hurt. That was one of the moves, okay. Maybe Holland could have got someone else that was younger, but who was he going to get for the Mike Smith money? No one. Exactly. So we got to just lay off of the GM and coaches. Stop saying, Mikko Koskinen isn't a starting goalie. Because, even though Mikko Koskinen is 3-6 this year, he has faced 30 plus shots in 7 out of the 9 games that he has played. That's the defense. And, we have block shots galore. So with other teams, considering the block shots we get per game, there's about 40 to 60 shots coming on Koskinen that either he saves, it goes in, or is blocked. There's no other scenario. Edmonton needs to tighten up defensively. Koskinen can make 30 saves a game. He has proven he can. And, that's pretty much my rant. Kyle Turris, I can rant on about him, but you guys think he's a plug. Yes, sometimes his numbers don't agree, but he's the right-handed shot we need for his center. Is what it is. I hope you guys have a great day. I gotta go order the little one's birthday cake. I'll catch you guys probably tomorrow. I think I'm doing a live stream with Dolany TV on Tuesday or Monday. I believe it's Tuesday. I'll catch you guys there too, and then all his intermissions. Have a good one. Stay safe.